gloves now, man. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
This division, here we go. 12 rounds for the undisputed.
The biceps, they look identical.
What scenes in Guadalajara for those entrances?
Yes, bro. I want to see how much confidence Ryder has in that right hook right now. This is a strong.
Right hand from Canelo.
He doesn't want to get countered.
Right hand from Canelo. It will be that foot battle. Canelo has basically been a nightmare for British boxing. 7-0 against British fighters.
Let Ryder have that. As long as Ryder's on the inside, Canelo's getting what he wants.
Ryder up against the ropes. You know, Ryder is tough as they come, though. So
that's going to be the key punch for Ryder if he's going to get respect. Canelo getting him to react and counter.
It's not going to be an easy out by any stretch.
It's not going to be Canelo's career as being champion. Against Bevo, of course, has one of the best jabs in boxing. Unleash or unload on 3 or 4 combinations.
When he fights off his back foot, his best moments against Daniel Jacobs was Sergio that I've seen on tape is that when he throws that overhand left right, it's kind of looping out there.
What did you need to see from John Ryder for the first time as a pro?
That's a beautiful thing to watch.
Already got blood coming out of the nose.
Good defense, all right? Sneaking your defense, good upper body movement. He finally.
And that was a stiff right hand that Canelo landed just a moment ago. Opened up the nose of John.
A homecoming. First time in well over a decade.
He's going to stand a chance. Right now, he's been kind of fights in a weird southpaw stance to his right. That's been the only effect that are closer and closer.
Throwing that left, blocks by Canelo.
Canelo's more patient with it. Ryder's definitely focused, and he's always coming in.
Body shot from Canelo. Let's see if he steps on the gas here. Oh, and again, that one scores.
Ryder's a lot less
against the ropes.
John Ryder not extending.
Right now.
See Ryder keeping that left leg.
You see him going to work on the corner of John Ryder, Sergio.
Look, there's a nice uppercut.
Canelo Alvarez. Look, he starts slow every single time he sees most of his shots downstairs to the body, really trying to slow John Ryder down.
Blood out of your nose. That'll swell your face up.
Ends up dominating, but over the last couple of rounds, we've seen Canelo.
Sergio, once you get into it, you like Ryder.
You know, when your nose is bleeding, it's not only coming out of your nose, but it's going inside your mouth.
His gloves are covered in blood.
Rounds. John Ryder's having a very difficult time breathing out of his mouth. Fight against Daniel Jacobs, so he's shown it.
No, it fades away. You don't even care anymore. You just care about the person in front.
Sergio, you can see
in both nostrils, and that's because, you know, that's the only way Canelo. See right there, every time Canelo's shown that he can back up a bigger, stronger fighter. And really instructions from the referee. Other than that, Canelo right there, he's having a hard time landing the right hook. So.
Well, here comes the blood again. And the worst thing you can do, Sergio,
is going forward, like Chris said earlier.
Whoa, and a 1-2, and that just sapped all the strength out of John Ryder, and he's down.
He's not sure he wants to get up, looking at his corner.
They want to see him get his finish.
And Ryder's punching.
Right hand. Ryder's got it here.
He still has fight. He still has fight left. Yes, pop him up. Now Ryder's still
damaged goods.
Right hand of Ryder, and then straight down the pipe with that right hand. Beautiful right hand.
Got one of the best referees in the business.
Nice 1-2 by Ryder. He's been breathed from his nose.
John Ryder, the mandatory challenger.
Missed with that right hand. Barely missed with that right hand. Anytime Canelo gets close and breaks the distance, he comes out with a 1-2.
So you want to be a boxer, huh? Look at John Ryder. Straight right again from Canelo. That's the punch that
he's getting hit a lot easier. It's a fighter right there. Good body shot.
Nice left to the...
Those jabs, right hands, take the one.
Sergio, how does he get back in this fight now?
It's going to be difficult.
Ryder, but man, after the way he looked getting up from that. Nice jab there from Ryder.
You can see that Canelo's trying to set up Ryder for a
to separate him.
And we expected that. Well, not only that, but he's a naturally bigger fighter, and he's been hit by bigger men. It's really starting to bother Ryder.
7. Well, the problem child, Jake Paul, and UFC icon Nate Diaz.
Nice punches right there.
Yeah, I've got it 68-64 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. I give John Ryder
Full distance.
Well, a win's a win, but I would like to know if his wrist is by Ryder, but Ryder's so compact, like his upper body's so compact that
Nani Golovkin, but even some of the southpaws.
Good
Oh,
shot.
that right hand got Ryder off balance again.
A lot of credit for hanging in there after taking asking Ryder this week why he had
He's
so
having difficulty just penetrating through his guard.
Ryder having some success.
much trouble making 160 pounds because he does have a frame that was, yeah, that rocked him.
That rocked him, but he's still punching with Canelo.
On my scorecard, but thus far, it has been a fight that's been largely dominated by Canelo Alvarez.
Right hand against Canelo and another one. Boy, he's winding those up.
Wrong way to go.
A good moment there for Ryder.
They trip. Good call by the referee. They trip. Good call by the referee.
And Ryder again not electing to sit, screaming on for John Ryder. Still has time, says John Ryder.
Griffin taking a long look at John Ryder.
The guts on John Ryder. I'm telling you, he's doing a good job not getting caught against the ropes in a small ring.
He could make that weight, do it in a way that wasn't draining for himself.
Of course, has never been stopped.
Push Canelo Alvarez back. Make him fight off the ropes. Make him fight. Is really a non-starter for him.
Oh boy, Ryder's still hanging in.
Sergio, I think you know you can't really lose weight.
Good right uppercut.
Rack up some points that way.
He sees the referee so close, he's got to stay busy. 10 seconds to go. Big overhead.
An amazing heart from John Ryder.
Comes right back and smothers his attack, but hooks like that have been catching attention. Knocked down in 63 fights.
Yeah. In his hometown. Nice counter left from Ryder, and again, the jab.
Arislandi Lara used it effectively. Austin Trout.
You can tell Canelo wants that knockout. Did you think?
Use it effectively. Canelo is susceptible to getting hit with a jab. It's just not a big part of the job.
Ryder would still be in this fight after the way he got knocked down earlier.
No.
Is this the kind of fight you thought we'd see? In the corner here, John Ryder.
Moving to his right, keeping that jab in Canelo's face, backing up.
Canelo has 2 rounds to get it.
Well, Canelo has been getting
Position. Ryder showing so much heart and will.
up Canelo just like that.
That left hand right down the pipe. Ryder had perhaps a chance to try to push Canelo there, but again. Like you said, Chris, He just doesn't even hide it. There it comes.
Left hook that Canelo was throwing. I've seen him use that left hand.
Lead right hand down.
All right.
Ryder comes back with something.
Here you go, Chris. How do you have it scored heading into the last round?
I've got it 106-102.
Does he need all this work?
Just impressive. The footwork is impressive. The way
So with that knockdown, but Ryder has shown great resolve.
Let's give John Ryder credit. He has really come on over these last 2 rounds, really proving that he's not just here.
discipline all the way to the end, doesn't make mistakes.
And now Ryder trying to bully Canelo here in the late stages of round 12. John Ryder needs a knockout. And he's still in the fight in the last round.
Not quite as sharp as he's been in years past.
Respectful, stay busy fight for by Ryder.
Some whistles from the crowd. They want Canelo to go.
You know, one thing I've taken away.
That strong southpaw like Ryder. And Canelo urging him, come on. He wants Ryder to open up to be a fighter like Canelo, but that jab, he smothers it.
Nice right hand for his 12th round.
Moral victory for John Ryder. A lot of heart, a lot of courage, respect to him.
So Canelo does not get the knockout that he wanted. But Diamante's got the score.
For your winner by unanimous decision, Saul Canelo
You know, in previous years, when Canelo Alvarez had a fighter as hurt as John Ryder, it's more likely than not he would have finished him off. Having Ryder down in the 5th round, having him hurt subsequently, it felt like Canelo would have done that in previous years.